if I decided that I wanted an additional filter within this particular category or against luggage items, for example. So here we have the filter over on the left hand side, and you can see here we've got price and we've got color. Well, we already in earlier exercises created certain attributes, and some of these attributes can be used as filters. Basically, any attribute that is a drop down or a multi-select type attribute can actually be turned into a filter, and that's what I'm going to show you initially how we're going to do that. So we created an attribute earlier which was to do with the material that the product was going to be made of. So maybe down here I want to list the materials so I can filter down the products that are made of a particular material. So let's go on to the back end. If I go and have a look at the attribute that I created, so I go to manage attributes, the attribute that I created earlier was this one, material. Okay, so let's go and have a look at it. Now you can see that the input type for it is a drop down. So as long as it's a drop down or a multi-select, we can use this as a filter. Because it is, and here incidentally is the possible options that we could assign to a particular product. Because it is, if I go down to front end properties here, you will see there's an option here called used in layered navigation. And there's two, other than no obviously, there's two possible options that we've got. We have filterable with results, filterable no results. Okay, I'm going to select filterable no results. The difference between the two is one will only show that filter option if there's a product that can be selected when you select the option. This particular option I've selected here, filterable no results, will, regardless of whether there's any products that match that filter, it will still display all the options. It's quite good to do that when you're in a troubleshooting stage or when you're initially doing stuff, because you can see what the maximum result should look like. Okay, so I'll select that to filterable no results and save it. Okay, so now when I come back to our luggage page, you can see that we have a filter here for what material, and it's saying there's one item with leather but there's 0 for anything else, and as you can see that's probably incorrect. Okay, if I choose leather though, you can see it brings back the one product. Undo that. Now the reason in this case it's not bringing back any more products is because we haven't assigned material to all of these products. We created the attribute after those products existed in the system, and we haven't gone through and retrospectively applied what type of material a product is. So if I take something like this luxury suitcase, I'm going to go and find the product. Okay, so I'll just do a search for it. There's the luxury suitcase there, and I go in. Okay, so under luggage specifics, we've got here what material, and that's been set as blank. So if I was to go in and change this to ABS, for example, and save, now when I refresh this page, we now have one item under ABS, and if I select it, it's now filtered down to the product. So we need to go through and we need to make sure all of our products, the appropriate products, have got the correct attribute assigned to it. As long as we do that, then we'll get good results back on the attribute sets. And simply, if we wanted to add another value in there, then we just go back into the attribute and add an additional value. So we might have one which is position 40. Okay, so we now have another option there.